Okay, good. Welcome back. So up to this point, we have seen how to define a variable and then print it using the print function. And also we have seen different data types such as integer, float, string, which is nothing but a text, and then boolean, true and false values, and also the list. We will see in coming lectures how we can use these different data types, specifically the list manipulation. But in this one, I want to show you the f string. For that, first let's discuss the print function. So if I have, let's say, multiple variables such as student name, maybe this is Bob, and Bob has scored, let's say, 95 points. And now if I want to print these multiple variables along with some text, additional text, then we can put all those variables and text together in the print function. So for this I can write student name, which is nothing but Bob, and then I can give comma, and now I will add a string so that it becomes Bob has scored. Then we will take the value of the score, and then again we will have one more string or text in the exam. So this should print Bob has scored 95 in the exam. So if I run this, we will get exactly as expected. And this is quite convenient already. I can also change name of the student and then also the score to be 99, and then we get that Alice has scored 99 in the exam. There is one more method to print multiple quantities together. This is called as concatenation. Specifically, this is string concatenation, and it means adding together. So inside the print function, if I take, instead of these commas, plus symbols, then I'll show you student name plus has scored, then again plus, then the score, and plus in the exam. So again this should print student name, which is Alice. Alice has scored 99 in the exam. But when you run this, you'll see that we get an error. This is type error. Always make sure to read the error and the description. So you can see that we can concatenate only the strings and not an integer. And the only integer in this print statement is the score. So we should use the type conversion function which we saw in the previous lectures, and that is the string. So whatever number you give to string, it gets converted to a string, and then all these strings will be added together and this will print Alice has scored 99. But the problem here is that there are no spaces in between. So I should give this space manually here, and then if you run this, then we get this same statement as above. But you can see that all of these require some efforts. In this typical method, we have to give comma and then inverted commas are also there. And in the concatenation, we have to add these plus symbols everywhere. Also, we have to take care of these spaces. So the best way to print multiple things together is f string. So let me add a text section here, and I'll call it f string. So f string works quite similar way. We just take print function, and then we have the letter f along with inverted commas like this, and inside we can give multiple quantities or the data types, just that the variable should be enclosed inside this curly brackets. So if I write here student name has scored, again curly brackets, and inside I write the variable name score in the exam. So note that I did not have to use any commas or plus signs. I just enclose my variable names inside these curly brackets, and if we run this, we get this nice Alice has scored 99 in the exam without worrying about adding these spaces and other symbols. And also we can control the rounding of any variable. So let's say we have this variable pi, which is 3.1459 up to 5 digits after the decimal point, and in the print I will give f string to be the value of pi is, and then I want to use this value, so I will give variable name inside the curly brackets like this. So note that this pi is not inside the curly brackets, so this will be treated as a text. On the other hand, since this is inside the brackets, Python will look for its value and then print that value here. So when we run this, we get the value of pi is this number as it is. Now, if I just use colon and then let's say 3f. So what this does is that it rounds up this variable up to 3 decimal places. So when we run this, we get the value of pi is 3.142. If I make it true, then we get 3.14. So the f string is quite convenient way to print your variables along with some additional text or information. And also if some complicated calculation results in 10-15 digits after this decimal point, then you can round them up using this rounding method within the f string. So it's quite useful and we will see more about it. I hope you understood this much and I'll see you in the next one.